Canada has been sung on the ice. We've got the Howitt, Toombs, McDonald line with James and Phillips on defense. Sam Morass between the pipes. And we've got Mills, Murphy, and Hutt with Harris and Collins on defense for the Warriors. And here comes Howitt pushing it in here. I believe that is Weil in net, as we heard. And the first save of the game as the Matrix take it right to the net. Here we go again. Quick shot by Howitt. Coming back out here as Toombs keeps it in. Coming down is Mills. Hutt just staying onside. Mills dropping it to Murphy. Murphy in almost alone, and Toombs got a stick on him. And the puck was whistled down, and the hometown fans thought that might have been quick. It's a do-or-die game for the Prince County Warriors tonight, and so I would expect you're going to see some really hard play. Here's Murphy again. James puts it out to the side. Now chip back to McEwen. It's McEwen, Fraser, and Surrett up front. James now working it to Surrett. Surrett getting it out to McEwen. McEwen coming over the line. Battling. Surrett comes in to help, getting it back to James on defense. Fired one in. A quick snapper. Surrett almost tipped that one in front. And here with 19:07 left in the first period. The score is 0-0. And the face-off will be to the right of Weil. Pigeon and Trivers coming out. And we've got Surrett, Fraser, and McEwen up front. McEwen bumping Arsenault. Now Otway picking up the puck. He's bumped by Surrett. Now back around the net. As Ramsey looks to get it out. That's off of Surrett. And it's back in. Jumping in is Trivers. Working it around behind the net. That's picked up by the Warriors. And coming out now is Morgan. Morgan with a long pass as Gardner comes off the bench. But it's in deep. Pigeon coming around. That's knocked off his stick. Now Gardner getting it and shooting it down the ice. And good play by Weil to get the icing call. 18:29 left in this first period. At the draw is Bullpit versus Murphy. Now Gardner pushing it in as Corbett and Henry are out there, and they're really jamming the net as Corbett and Henry try to clear things out. And that's what I think we're going to see a lot of this game as the Warriors really push. At the draw now is Bullpit versus Murphy. On the wings are Cody and Gardner. Chipped back in. Fired across the net. Into the corner. Here's Cody. Puts it back now into Henry. That's off the shin pad of Murphy, and Murphy comes up with it, pushing it out into the slot as Smallman really is working hard with Mills. Back now to Collins. Collins fires it in deep. Mills right on that. He's pushed by Corbett. Now Henry backhands that around as Cody goes after his man. Murphy backhanded that in front, intercepted by Bullpit. Now along the boards to Gardner. Gardner pushing it back to the point, but Collins is there, and a shot right on as Morass will glove that for the faceoff. At the draw now is Toombs. We've got Phillips and James out there, and McDonald and Howitt up front. In deep is Toombs. Toombs working it around now. There's James working it up. He was looking for Howitt. got it out in front of him, and that one will go down the ice, and icing will be the call. Coming back here into the matrix zone again, to the left of Morash. Oh, to the right of Morash. On the ice now are Hickox, Fraser, and Surratt. On defense, Phillips and James staying. It's pushed back to the Warriors' defense, flipped in. James picks that up. Again looking for Surratt, and icing is waved off. And it's a weird bounce in front, and Weil covers up for the faceoff. So, a few minutes into this game, both teams have been pushing hard at the nets, and the goaltenders are standing up to the challenge so far. Coming out now are Pigeon and Trivers, as Fraser, Hickox, and Surratt stay up front. Hickox back to Trivers. Trivers firing one in. That one's deflected into the mesh. And we will have another face-off to the right of Weil. Fraser at the draw. And is pushed beside the net, as now Surratt battles, and coming up with it is Fraser, getting him back to Pigeon. Pigeon firing that one in. It made it through, and Surratt kicked that one towards the net, but Weil covers up. These lines going to stay for one more face-off. Fraser, now Murphy coming out. And that's into the corner. Here's Surratt back behind the net. Hickox rushing in there. Mills gets it at the side. A quick pass missing Murphy. Now Trivers putting it out, finding Hickox in the center. Hickox going deep with it, firing that one behind the net. And coming in is Surratt, checking his player. I think that might have been Morgan. Now Trivers flips it forward. Morgan coming up with the puck now, circling, moving it to Mills. Mills off the boards, past Trivers to Murphy. James is there, and so is Pigeon. Pass in front, missing Smallman. And now James trying to push that past Murphy. Fired right on as Morash makes the save. Out into the slot, intercepted by Hickox. He flips it down and goes for the change. McDonald up forechecking, now Howitt. And here's Phillips getting it out into the neutral zone. Toombs picking it up. Coming over the blue line, sticking to the center, over to Howitt. Howitt fires that one, and boom. He went low on the glove side and found a way to get past Weil to put the Matrix up 1-0 here in the first period. And apologies if I had already increased that score early. That was unintentional. But it is 1-0 for our Mid-Isle Matrix on a goal by Cruz Howitt, the captain, showing why he wears the C. McDonald, Toombs, and Howitt out there. It was a nice pass by Toombs to Howitt to set that up too. Harris back off the boards. Toombs intercepting the pass. Back to Howitt in the corner. Howitt battling. Howitt trying to move it to Toombs. And here's Otway with it. Trying to work it across to Arsenault. To the line, and Henry keeps that one in. Off the glass to Arsenault. I was calling that McDonald picking it up. McDonald back to Toombs. Arsenault picking it up, and Henry chops the legs out from under Arsenault, and he will go to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Here at 15:44 left in this first period. So our Matrix will have their first penalty kill of the game, and of course the Warriors on their first power play, as we've got Otway, Murphy, Hutt, Morgan, and Mills on the power play. And we've got Bullpit and Cody up front with James and Phillips back behind. Phillips with a great play to intercept that. Makes no mistake about it, fires it down the ice. Minute 45 left in the penalty as Morgan circles behind his net. Comes up, chased by Bullpit. Works it over to Hutt. Hutt coming over the line. Watched by Phillips. That one is off the side of the net. off the referee, and Otway works it back to Murphy. Murphy in deep. Off the boards to Milk. Back to Morgan. Morgan to Mills. Mills misplayed that, and James is right on him. James touching the puck, pushing it past Otway. Out in front is Mills. Just pushed that by. Now here's Murphy behind the matrix net. Pass out front. He found Mills, but couldn't get it on. It was over. Murphy circling again, back to Mills. Mills fired that one right on as Morash makes the save. Bullpit grabbing the puck and firing it down the ice. 56 seconds left in the penalty. As Weil comes out and plays the puck to Morgan. Morgan, and he has the puck stripped off him by Toombs. Toombs, a deadly forechecker, whether it's on the penalty kill or not. Toombs right in there after Morgan again. And it's up the side looking for Mills. And stepping up is McDonald. Now Trivers flipping it into the neutral zone and back to Morgan. Morgan finding Hutt in the neutral zone. Watched by Trivers. Hutt getting in though. Hutt firing that one wide. Rebound out in front. And Corbett pushes that out, and now Toombs kept in by, I believe that's Harris. Out in front. Nobody could get a hold of that. And here's Gardner and Toombs. Toombs with the puck. 10 seconds left on the penalty. Toombs trying to make it through. Knocked off of his stick. And coming back the other way is Otway. Otway stepping in. Pushed by Trivers, but Otway still with the puck. Now pushed by Corbett. Otway keeping it and falling. And back as Hickox pushes it to Corbett. Now Hickox up the boards. Warriors winning that one back. We're back to even strength now. Of course, here's Toombs flipping it into the corner for Corbett. But Arsenault getting it back. Toombs picking it up again. Toombs, with some good patience, gets it to Trivers. Trivers now with a pass over to Hickox. Hickox firing one. And the rebound came out. But Trivers was by the net. Puck down, and here's James. James trying to find Fraser. Getting it to McEwen. McEwen bumped by Callahan. Now Collins. McEwen, though, coming up now. Callahan pushing that in past James. As Arsenault comes into forecheck, James keeping the puck up the boards, looking for McEwen just out past him. And Ramsey fires it back in. It was a late offside, but James has it anyhow. Coming over the Warriors' blue line and firing that one. He was looking for the corner on the blocker side. Got it back, fired it in front. Dangerously deflected, but into the corner. Kept in by McEwen, but Morgan picking it up. Stripped off his stick by McEwen again. McEwen kicking it to his foot and stick handling it in. Couldn't get it through to Fraser though. Now Cody battling along the boards. Helped by Fraser. Back to Corbett. Fired in right on the Weil. Couldn't control the rebound. It came back out to Cody. Cody working it back to Corbett. Corbett firing that one in. Good save by Weil there. Up off the glass, and it's out. To Trivers. Trivers firing that one back in. No ice. As the Warriors try to break out here. And Surratt comes and fires it in. That's a delayed offside. Ramsey trying to get it to Hudson. As Bullpit broke that one up, and Cody picks it up in the neutral area. Goes from Corbett to Trivers to Cody. Cody trying to find Bullpit. Picked up by Morgan. Morgan circling in his own end. Works it out to the side. As Murphy goes into the corner and fires it in front. Trivers, though, was on Hudson. And pokes it through past Murphy. Trivers, though, has a knocked off his stick by Murphy. And two players on him. Now Cody coming into the slot zone. And Bullpit. Corbett battling behind the net as Arsenault and Murphy double team. And Cody comes in to help. Now past Cormier out to the point. Shot right on. And Morash makes the save. So with 10:54 left here in this first period, the score, Mid-Isle Matrix 1, Prince County Warriors 0. But it is a tight game with shots in both directions. Toombs at the draw. Toombs now working it to McDonald. McDonald coming in, dropping it for Toombs. Toombs out in front. Weil redirected that one to the corner. And now Howitt tried to get it. Otway's turned around and Hutt off of Otway's shin pads. Otway knocks it down. And here's Toombs. Toombs trying to circle. Otway's right on him, though. Toombs kept the puck and got it to Morash, but it got back through. Otway was all alone, but James was able to knock him over. Now here's McDonald dropping it to Howitt this time. He's pushed to the side by Collins, and Arsenault tries to rim it out to James. Fired in. Rebound to Toombs. And I tell you, if you give James Toombs a chance with a rebound in the slot like that, he's going to bury it 9 times out of 10 like he did there, putting up the matrix 2-0. With 10-10 left here in this first period. Hickox now trying to push it out. Back into Murphy in the corner. Checked by Corbett. Now Fraser on the puck. Corbett and Fraser battling. And it's pushed out past, I believe that was Mills. And now Hickox battling at the front. Hickox firing it in deep.
Come on, Thomas.
Up the boards. And McEwen got a stick on that. And now Murphy knocks it down as he's watched by Henry. And that was right off the helmet of Morash. Pushed in by Mills into the corner. And Corbett coming in. Now Hickox trying to help. Hickox with the puck up to the defenseman, though, and fired right on. And Morash will hold on for the faceoff. So with 9:13 left in this first period, the score 2-0. On the ice now, we've got the Bullpit Cody Gardner line out there with Pigeon and Trivers. And looks like Callahan, Woody, Collins, and Harris, I believe. Pushed around as Trivers battles. Pushing it forward to Gardner. Gardner coming up with the puck. Gardner now working at the Bullpit. Bullpit now over to Cody. Cody backhands it in, picked up by Harris. Now over to Collins and a cross ice pass. No one got that. Here's Pigeon back. Pigeon being checked by Smallman. And now Bullpit coming in to help. Coming up with it is Pigeon. Pigeon working at the Gardner. Gardner coming through the neutral zone. Backhanding it in. Coming in is Bullpit. Bullpit out in front. He was looking for Gardner. That was turned away. Now Cody with it. And up along, I believe that's Collins. Works it out to Trivers in the neutral zone. Trivers now to Pigeon. Pigeon firing it in. And Wild turns that back behind his net. Now Harris trying to work that out as Gardner got a stick on it. Bullpit, good back check now. As James is out there with Pigeon. Coming around the net is Otway. Otway being checked by Bullpit. Now Howitt getting it. But Otway back checking and Howitt fires it in deep. Lyle pushes it to the corner. Morgan now moving it to Arsenault and across. Here comes Otway. He dumps it in deep as Hutt pressures James. James puts it around to McDonald. And a nice pass out to Toombs. Toombs now 2-on-1 with Howitt. As he's being watched, and he couldn't quite, as Arsenault had a stick on him, and he couldn't quite get the pass over to Howitt, just out past Phillips at the line, and Phillips will fire that one back in. And Ramsey moves it back behind the net to Morgan, back to Ramsey. McDonald checking up to Arsenault, over to Hutt, and fired by Otway across to Arsenault. is pushed up by McDonald. Toombs picks it up in the neutral zone. Toombs coming in, fires that one, and it's redirected into the corner as Howitt pushes and got it to McDonald. It's back in as Hutt carries it out. He tries to flip it up, knocked down by McDonald. Mills circling back, looking for Collins. Collins gets it, decides to put it in deep. Around the net is Trivers, rims it up to Surratt. Surratt just fires it into the neutral zone as McGregor now works with Murphy, and Surratt with a physical presence. Now Collins gets it off of Hickox to Mills. Fired in deep. Around the boards as Trivers gets it. And Trivers and Hickox get it to the line, but fired in on the net. And McGregor almost knocked that down to his stick. Now Fraser to Hickox. Hickox with it, trying to get it in. Hickox trying to get it in front. Intercepted by Murphy. Murphy chipping it off the boards. Out to Trivers. Trivers firing that in deep. Hickox forechecking. And Collins taken away by Surratt over to Trivers. Trivers now firing it across as there was a matrix change. And the player was actually going off. Mills trying to get through 3 matrix players as Cody now picks it up, looking for Gardner. And that was Morgan who intercepted that, I believe. Now Trivers gets it up to Gardner. Gardner coming in. Morgan picking up the puck though, backhanding around to Murphy as Corbett had stepped in, but past him, and Bullpit intercepts in the neutral zone. However, it's pushed in as Trivers battles Goody. Trivers now battling Goody and allowing Gardner to come up with the puck, but Morgan keeps it in. And oh my goodness, what a redirection by Smallman. I don't know how Morass got to that puck. And Cody with the big hit. And there's a penalty on the play. Cody with the head contact penalty right in front of the Matrix bench. And this will give the Warriors a chance on the power play. Out for the penalty kill for our Matrix are Toombs and Howitt with Henry and James. Move back to Morgan though right off the bat by Murphy. Morgan to Murphy. Murphy knocked away by Henry but picked up by Hutt. Murphy trying to fire that one in. It goes wide. A minute 46 left in the penalty to Cody. Toombs and Howard up front with James and Henry. And Toombs winning it back to Henry. Henry tried to fire it around, didn't quite get all of it. But good job by Howitt to check Mills, and it does come out as Morgan circles back, leaving it for Murphy. Murphy, though, checked by Howitt. Now Hutt with the puck, circling through the neutral zone. Hutt trying to make the move, losing it, but getting it to Mills. Mills will fire it in behind the Matrix net, and Henry trying to blast that one. Now Toombs picking it up and pushing it down the ice. So with a minute 12 left in this penalty, here comes Morgan again, trying to work this up. Morgan firing it into the zone. Here's Gardner off the boards and down. Murphy circling back. Bullpit forechecking on this penalty kill. Bullpit almost taking the puck, forcing Murphy to the right side of the ice. And now Henry and now Trivers, but Murphy gaining the zone and getting the puck in the corner. Murphy, he found the backdoor pass. Hutt was there, but he was at a bad angle, and Morass made the save. Puck out, and here comes Morgan back again. Here's Hutt. Hutt coming through the neutral zone. Trivers pushing the puck away. Now here's Murphy in the neutral zone. Murphy trying to make a move at the blue line. He gets in, going wide of Bullpit. And Corbett now back behind the net. Trivers knocked the puck off his stick, but Murphy gets it back. Murphy across now to Harris. Harris circling in, finds Mills. Mills now deciding to fire one. Glove save by Sam Morad. It's going to be tough to beat Morash from that far out. He's on his game.
Thank you all for your support.
At the draw is Toombs. He's up there with Surratt and McEwen. Sorry, Toombs, that's Howitt. Sorry, Howitt. Fraser up there with McEwen and Surratt. Now James getting it deep. James, centering it. Callahan picks that one off. Coming out. James turning Callahan back around into his own end. Makes the pass across. That one's chipped out. Pigeon at the line. Fires that back in. And across. Callahan trying to get it out again. Comes to James. James will fire that one back in. Of course, we are at even strength now. As the Warriors try to bring it out. And Corbett puts that up the boards, gets it back. And now Fraser looking for the long pass for McEwen. Just skips over his stick into the corner. As McDonald's up there for checking too. Moving it back to Henry. Off of Ramsey's leg into the corner. Now Mills picks it up, and there will be a penalty coming to number 77 of the Warriors. He's not happy with it, but that'll be tripping. Collins will go to the box. Unhappy with himself, I think, knowing what this means here with 1:35 left in the first period. So we've got the Matrix power play out there. Bullpit and James on defense with Toombs, Howitt, and McDonald up front. Bullpit now working it across. Couldn't find Toombs, and it comes out of the zone. He's being chased by Mills. Over to Bullpit, and they turn back. Toombs behind his net. Toombs now working it up, looking for James. James over to Bullpit. Bullpit gaining the zone. Bullpit now moving it to Toombs. Toombs over to James. James moving back behind the Warriors net. Tried to find McDonald out front. Now Howell with the shot and a couple of saves by Weil. Now over to James. Over to Toombs. Toombs across the Bullpit. Fired that one. Weil will catch that on his shoulder and hold on. The Matrix power play will stay here. Toombs, McDonald, and Howitt with Bullpit and James. One by Hutt back to Harris. Off the boards, James keeps that in, fires it around looking for McDonald. He one-touch passes it to Toombs, out and putting across. And Bullpit with the backdoor one-timer, and wow, Weil shut the door. James to Bullpit again. Another great save by Weil as Howitt tries to shovel it in. Now Bullpit with his third shot of this shift. Now Howitt trying to get it out front. Picked up. Bullpit keeps it in though. Across to James. James firing it from the other side. That was blocked. Now Toombs coming up with the puck. Toombs with 10 seconds left in this period fires it in. Ooh, tipped wide by Howitt. 29 seconds left in the penalty. Toombs gets it. That one is blocked. And as the period ends, 25 seconds left in the penalty.
We're going to give these kids a rest. Give you guys a facelift. And we'll be down here shortly.
So after one period, the score of Mid-Isle Matrix 2, Warriors 0.
Next time.
Goaltenders at both ends playing very well.
My grandson's back. He's doing
And
sign
Weil being beat with some very nice shots for those 2 goals. And the Matrix will start the second period with a 25-second power play as Collins will still be in the box. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in about 10 minutes.